Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Among Stouts. If you're new here, my name is Samantha. And first off, I want to say I am really sorry for not having a video up for you guys last week. I had just posted 2 weeks ago of a video talking about how I was doing really well at keeping up my commitment to myself to making sure I had a video up every week, every Friday. And up to that point, I had been keeping up with it. There are a couple times where I had missed a video here and there or put something up late, and for me to have been proud of myself for getting videos out and then to not put one out, yeah, that was not intentional. I actually got really sick last week, and I don't even know that you can tell in my voice, but I'm starting to get my normal voice back. I was without a voice for most of the week last week, and in the past I filmed videos way ahead in advance and would edit and have videos ready, but that's just not my reality right now. So I kind of film as I go, and being that I had no voice for the week, I was laid out in bed, and so I was not able to film any videos. And then once I did feel better, I just didn't have anything to edit. So I am coming to you guys this week with a video that I'm really excited about, because as you guys, if you've watched those videos, you know I've kind of been on this journey of just kind of a change in my homeschool and figuring things out. And what me and my kids and my husband have kind of decided is to implement Ambleside Online for our kids for just a few things. So we're not doing the entire Ambleside Online curriculum for this year, simply because we already have things that we're using. We're still a part of CC and things like that, but there are parts of it that I did want to implement into my homeschool. I am cutting some things out from what my kids do with CC in order to make this fit, and kind of transitioning from the writing that they have been doing to oral narrations. And then especially since my kids are older, I'm really working on oral narration so that eventually we can transition to written narrations. So I am really excited about that. So with that being said, I do have a book haul here to share with you guys. I looked at all of the things on Ambleside that my kids have read, have not read. I went through all of the years. I did tons of reading and research and trying to figure out where to place my kids. And so because my son is an 8th grader, there are some things that, a lot of things he hasn't read yet that are on the pre-7 reading list that he's going to have as free reads. But we are going to be doing the the curriculum that's geared for the doing Ambleside Online high school in 5 years. So what that does is it combines year 7 and 8 and 8 and 9, and they do those over the course of 2 years. So since we're starting it late, and like I said, we're not doing every subject, we're just kind of figuring things out and figuring how it looks. But basically why that matters is because the books that I have picked out for him are from that specific list. And whereas my daughter, I picked out year 6 for her, and some of her free reads are going to come from the what you shouldn't miss list or whatever that she hasn't read from the previous years. And then my other daughter is starting in year 3. So these aren't all of the books. This is just what I picked up from Amazon. And then a lot of the other books I have purchased used from thrift books. There are some that I've gotten from online vendors. I shared some of those with you guys already. I have another order that I recently placed with her that is on its way. My thrift books order is on its way. So when those come, I'll share that with you guys. So this is just kind of what I had to buy new. And then there's also quite a bit that I have gotten as ebooks or Audible books as well. So if you guys are interested in knowing what that is, I think for that I may just put a list of books that are available ebook, like Kindle or Audible, in the description. I'll try to figure that out. But first and foremost, I picked up the first volume that I am going to read for myself, which is A Philosophy of Education by Charlotte Mason. This is actually volume 6. But I watched a video that Autumn Kern put out probably a year or so ago on her channel. I'll link it down in the description, where she says, where she talks about the order in which you should read the Charlotte Mason books. And most people start off with home education, but because they have older kids, her recommendation was to start off with A Philosophy of Education. So I'm going to read this one first, and then I'll circle back and read Home Education and read that, because I also do have younger kiddos that I can implement all of the things from that book with. So this is the one that I'm starting with. Just got that in yesterday. And then these aren't in any category. I'm just pulling them right out of the box. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. So the first book is Beowulf that I picked up. I have Answering the Cry for Freedom. I have Bright Valley of Love. And I know this is a spiritual formation book, whereas the other two, this is a part of one of their history spines, I believe. And then this is a part of a literature. And so this is also a literature, which is Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. I thought my oldest had already read this, but he actually hadn't. So this is a part of the reading that my daughter has to do for year 6. And then since my son hasn't read it, it's on that if your kids haven't been an Ambleside reading list of things that they should read. So he will read it after she does. I have American Tall Tales. And since these are all from Amazon, I will be sure to link these for you guys in the description, as well as a link to the years that my kids are doing if you want to check that out on Ambleside. So I also have Watership Down here. And some of these books get kind of pricey because they're not in print anymore. But if they've been reprinted, you can find much better deals on them, which is why it didn't really make sense to buy some of these used, because the cost of them was so much higher. So finding new versions that have just been reprinted like this book ended up being a better deal. And same with this one. This is Saints and Heroes to the End of the Middle Ages. And then I have The Heroes. And most of these are reprints. I have The Age of Fable. This is the version that I got, but I'm going to probably try to find something different. Kind of the hard thing with some of these reprints that you can purchase on Amazon is you can't see the inside of them. And I'll just show you this here. Like, that text is so tiny. And this book is meant for my daughter in the 6th grade. And when I showed it to her, she's like, oh, whoa, that's tiny. She does enjoy reading, but like when it's tiny text like that, it gives her a headache. So I may try to find a different version of this, or maybe even see if I can find one used that has better text. And then last but not least, I have Trial and Triumph. And both my daughters, so year 3 and year 6, will both read out of this, but they are reading different, these are biographies, but they're reading different biographies from in here. So what I might do, since my son never read this, because obviously we didn't do the earlier years, I might just schedule this in to do as a read aloud, and each week whatever is on the schedule for either of my daughters, I'll schedule that into the week and then just read it to all of my kids. It's kind of how I'm thinking about doing that. So that's all that I have for you guys, is to share this haul with you. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Maybe found some books to pick up for you and your kiddos, regardless if you're doing Ambleside Online or not. These are just, a lot of these are really great classics to have on your bookshelves anyways. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a like. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!